Woke up this morning and nothing? Again? If you're over 60 and you've noticed your mornings don't quite rise the way they used to, you're not imagining it. And you're definitely not alone. In fact, more than half of men your age are quietly struggling with the same thing. Morning erections have become less frequent. Bedroom confidence feels like a memory. And every time it happens, a quiet voice in your head asks, "Is this the beginning of the end?" Let me tell you something important, man to man. You're not broken. You're not less of a man. You've just never been told the full story. Because the truth is, there are hidden habits we follow every day, thinking they're healthy or normal, when in reality, they might be silently messing with your hormones, your blood flow, and your sense of masculinity. But here's the good news. In today's video, I'll reveal 2 of those everyday habits that may be quietly sabotaging your erections. And I'll also share 2 simple natural remedies that many older men have used to take back control, without pills, without embarrassment, and without breaking the bank. These are tips I've seen work not just in theory, but in the lives of real men, guys just like you, who thought their best days were behind them and then discovered otherwise. So if you're ready to understand what's really going on and make some small, powerful changes that can spark big results, stick with me. And hey, before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos on real men's health after 60. Tap like if this topic hits home for you. And if you've ever faced this quiet struggle, drop a comment below with the word "understood," because no man should go through this alone. All right, let's begin with something that most people think is perfectly healthy. But for men over 60, it might actually be doing more harm than good. Let's talk about what you drink in the morning. You wake up. You're trying to stay healthy, so you reach for a tall glass of orange juice, maybe apple, maybe grape. It tastes fresh. It feels clean. You've been told it's good for your heart, your immune system, your energy. But here's the thing no one told you. For men over 60, that glass of juice might be silently sabotaging your hormones and your ability to perform. Here's why. After age 60, your body handles sugar very differently. Your metabolism slows down. Your insulin response isn't as sharp. And when you drink fruit juice, especially first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, it hits your bloodstream like a sugar bomb. Even if the label says no added sugar, most juices are packed with natural sugars that spike your blood sugar fast. What does that mean for your manhood? That sudden sugar spike leads to a sharp rise in insulin. And insulin, when released in large amounts, can lower testosterone and restrict blood flow. 2 things your body needs in order to keep your erections strong and reliable. You might feel a short burst of energy, but a few hours later, you feel sluggish. Your brain feels foggy, and deep down, you feel like something's off. I had a gentleman, Mr. Rogers, 67 years old, come into my office. He had no major health issues, but he told me he just didn't feel like himself anymore. Morning erections were rare. He had low energy, felt irritable. When we looked at his habits, we found something interesting. Every morning, he drank a big glass of orange juice before eating anything else. That's it. So I suggested a small change. Switch the juice for warm lemon water with a pinch of sea salt. It hydrates your body, supports circulation, and doesn't spike your blood sugar. Just 2 weeks later, he came back smiling. He said, "Doc, I woke up 2 mornings in a row, and guess what? I was 25 again." Okay, maybe not exactly 25, but the difference was real. The lesson here is simple. Just because something sounds healthy doesn't mean it's helping you, especially after 60. It's not about giving up all the things you enjoy. It's about learning what your body needs now and adjusting, just a little. And if juice is one of those habits for you, no judgment, just maybe reconsider it tomorrow morning. Because if this innocent glass of juice is hurting your performance, you'll want to hear what's coming next. Up next, we'll talk about another silent saboteur hiding in your morning routine. It's a habit millions of men swear by, but when done at the wrong time, it could be silently draining your testosterone. Stay with me. It might surprise you. Now, let's talk about something almost every man loves: coffee. That first warm sip in the morning, the smell, the little kick that helps you wake up. For many of us, it's not just a habit, it's a ritual. But here's what most men don't realize. If you're drinking coffee before you eat anything, especially after age 60, it could be silently hurting your testosterone levels. Let me explain. When you drink coffee on an empty stomach, your body responds by releasing a stress hormone called cortisol. Now, cortisol isn't the enemy. We need it, in the right amounts. But when it spikes too high, too often, it becomes a problem. Why? Because high cortisol lowers testosterone. And without healthy testosterone, your energy drops, your mood gets shaky, and yes, your ability to perform in the bedroom suffers too. Think about it. Have you ever had coffee first thing in the morning and felt wired at first, but then tired, edgy, or even anxious a couple hours later? That's cortisol doing its thing. And over time, that daily stress cycle can leave your hormones out of balance, even if everything else in your life seems fine. One of my viewers, Bill, age 71, used to start his day with 2 cups of black coffee and no breakfast. He thought he was keeping it simple and clean, but he kept saying, "Doc, I don't get why I'm so tired all day. And my drive, well, it's just gone." So we made a small tweak. I asked him to eat something light first, like a boiled egg, a small bowl of oatmeal, or even just a piece of whole grain toast before his coffee. That tiny change helped stabilize his blood sugar, reduce the cortisol spike, and within a week, he noticed the difference. He said, "It's weird. I feel steadier, like my engine's running smoother." The point is, coffee's not bad, but the timing matters more than most men realize, especially as we get older. So tomorrow morning, don't quit your coffee. Just fuel your body first. Give your system a soft start before you give it a jolt. It might feel like nothing at first, but over time, it could be the difference between feeling tired and foggy or feeling steady, sharp, and ready for life and love. Now that we've talked about what not to do in the morning, let's shift gears. Coming up next, 2 natural, time-tested remedies you can add to your routine starting tonight that support blood flow, restore balance, and help bring your confidence back where it belongs. Let's take a look at the first one, and trust me, it's surprisingly simple, but powerful. Now let's shift from what might be hurting you to something that can quietly help you heal. And it starts with a part of your body you probably don't give much thought to: your feet. Yes, your feet. You see, in traditional Eastern medicine, the feet are considered the gateway to your body's energy system. They're full of nerve endings, blood vessels, and pressure points connected to your organs, especially the lower half of your body. And there's one simple thing you can do each night before bed that may help support your circulation, lower your stress, and even help restore function: a warm ginger foot soak. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Come on, Doc. Really? A foot soak? But stick with me. When you soak your feet in warm water with a few slices of fresh ginger, or even a spoon of ginger powder, something quiet but powerful happens. First, your blood vessels gently expand. That helps increase circulation throughout the body, including where it matters most. Second, it helps relax your nervous system, preparing your body for deeper, better quality sleep. And third, ginger has natural anti-inflammatory properties. That means less stiffness, less pain, and more natural hormone balance. One of our longtime subscribers, Larry, age 69, was skeptical too. He told me, "I feel ridiculous putting my feet in tea." But I challenged him. "Try it for 10 nights. No pressure. Just 15 minutes before bed." He did it. No phone, no distractions. Just warm water, ginger, and a quiet moment for himself. By the end of the first week, he wasn't just sleeping better. He said he woke up one morning and thought, "Well, look who's finally back." Now, I'm not saying this is a magic cure, but when your blood is flowing, your body is relaxed, and your mind is calm, your entire system starts working the way it was meant to. And here's the best part. You don't need a prescription. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need a bowl, warm water, and a little ginger. So tonight, give it a try. Kick off your shoes, warm some water, and let your feet, and your whole system breathe again. Coming up next, another natural remedy that doesn't cost a thing, doesn't require supplements or exercise, just a small change in the way you sleep, and the results can be surprisingly powerful. Let's talk about that in the next section, the sleep trick for testosterone. All right, let's talk about something most of us do without thinking, every single night, how you sleep. Now, we all know getting enough sleep is important, but did you know the way you sleep, your actual position, can affect your hormones, your blood flow, and yes, your bedroom performance? Let me explain. Most men sleep either flat on their back or curled up on their right side. It's familiar. It feels natural. But here's the surprising part. Sleeping on your back may actually be working against your health after 60. Here's why. When you sleep flat on your back, the soft tissues in your throat and neck can relax too much, especially as we age. This can lead to snoring, poor oxygen flow, and something called sleep apnea, a silent disruptor of both energy and testosterone. Poor oxygen at night means your body can't repair itself fully, and when your oxygen drops, your testosterone production suffers. That means lower drive, more fatigue, and fewer of those natural nighttime erections that help keep things in shape. So what's the solution? Try sleeping on your left side. It may seem like a small thing, but here's what that shift can do. It improves circulation to your heart and pelvic area. It reduces pressure on your lower back. It supports your liver function, an organ that plays a key role in hormone balance, and it lowers the risk of nighttime oxygen drops. One of my favorite stories is from Carl, 73, who came across a video just like this and decided to give it a shot. He propped a pillow behind his back, placed another between his knees, and slept on his left side for 2 weeks straight. His words, not mine. I didn't think something so small could make such a difference, but I feel clearer, more energized, and I'm waking up with morning wood again. Now look, I'm not promising miracles, but when you combine good blood flow, restful sleep, and less stress on your body, amazing things can happen naturally. And just like the ginger foot soak, this tip costs nothing. It takes no extra time, but it signals to your body that you're ready to support it, not fight it. Tonight when you lie down, give it a try. Turn to your left, support yourself with a pillow, breathe deeply, and let nature do what it's meant to do. Coming up next, let's bring it all together. If you've ever felt like you were slipping, if you've questioned whether your best days were behind you, you need to hear what's coming in this next section. It's not just about health, it's about hope. Let's take a breath here, together. We've talked about some quiet habits that could be stealing your energy, and we've looked at a couple simple ways to start taking that power back. But now I want to speak to your heart, man to man, because if you've been feeling like you're fading, like something inside you isn't working like it used to, I need you to hear this. You're not broken, you're not too old, and you're definitely not alone. What you're feeling, it's not weakness, it's not shameful, it's not something to hide. It's your body's way of saying, hey, I need a different kind of care now. The truth is, most of us were never taught how to take care of ourselves after 60. No one sat us down and said, here's how your body changes, here's how to adapt, here's how to stay strong, not just alive, but alive and well. That's why this channel exists. That's why I'm here. Because with just a few small shifts, like the way you eat, move, rest, or even sleep, you can start giving your body the right signals again. Signals that say, it's okay to heal. It's safe to rest. You're still a man, and you still matter. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need expensive pills or embarrassing treatments. You just need to start listening to your body and giving it the tools to respond. The energy, the confidence, the connection, they've been waiting inside you this whole time. You just needed a few reminders of where to look. And if anything you heard today sparked something in you, a little hope, a little curiosity, maybe even a little fire, don't keep it to yourself. Your story, your change, your effort, it matters. So here we are, friend, at the end of today's journey. We started with a quiet question that many men over 60 ask themselves, but rarely out loud. Why is this happening to me? And now, I hope you're walking away with something better than just answers. I hope you're walking away with hope, with options, with the understanding that your best days aren't behind you, they're waiting for you to show up. Because this stage of life isn't the end of the road. It's a new chapter, one where you get to choose how you show up, how you care for yourself, and how you reconnect with the man you've always been. And the beautiful part? It only takes small steps, a different breakfast choice, a quiet soak at night, a new way to sleep, a little less stress, and a little more belief in yourself. Now, if this video helped you feel seen, even for just a few minutes, tap that like button to let YouTube know this message matters. Hit subscribe so you never miss a new video from this channel, and leave a comment below. Just type the word ready if you're ready to start making one small change this week. And lastly, if you know another man, maybe a friend or a brother, who's walking through this quietly, send this video to him, because sometimes all it takes is knowing we're not alone to start healing. You are not broken, you're just waking up to the right signals, and here at Health and Happiness Journey, we'll keep walking with you, every step of the way. Take care of yourself, you've got more power than you think. See you in the next video.